The ReZero Season 4 potential release date may have just finally been revealed. This, of course, is coming from no other than the demons of the IP themselves, Crunchyroll. Anyways, today I'll be talking about what to expect for Season 4, when you can expect it, and, where to look as an anime only. I will keep this video spoiler free, so anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let's just get right into it. So Crunchyroll yet again made another mistake, in which today, this morning, a French news source put out that ReZero Season 4 will be airing in, drumroll, January 2026. So first off that alone, that is honestly a lot sooner than I thought it was going to be. I expected Season 4 probably to be around April 2026, since if you look at past seasons, April is usually when the ReZero anime airs, whether that be all the way back in Season 1, April of 2016, and Season 2 was also originally supposed to start airing in April of 2020, but inevitably got pushed back because of COVID delays. But anyways, how did this even happen? How did Crunchyroll even put this leak out there? Essentially, they have the links to all of the anime that are going to be produced within the future, and they are the ones who control that, and they send them out. Well, they sent it out to a French news source, in which there was also other anime on there, but among those anime, they got and confirmed that ReZero Season 4 will also be among there. And due to Ice, aka probably the most trustworthy guy within the ReZero community when it comes to leaks and official information, checking up with people and, getting a bit of a background check on this, he confirmed that Crunchyroll did in fact do this. This did happen. Like, they sent this out with ReZero Season 4 having the air date of January 2026. But now, Crunchyroll and the news source and all the French sources are attempting to essentially backpedal and say that it was just an error. So this leaves us with two options. Either A, and what I consider the most likely option, is Crunchyroll accidentally leaked the release date of Season 4 and is now attempting to backpedal, because I'm sure the people in Japan and the official news sources do not want ReZero's release date getting confirmed in a random French article. And if I had to guess, Crunchyroll is already on a bit of thin ice due to how they have continuously screwed over ReZero when it comes to displaying the anime, mistranslations, and actually building up hype for what's going on. I mean, literally look at the Billboard presentation they had in New York Times. It is the most basic, bare bone thing I have ever seen within my life. No creativity with the Western distribution of ReZero. So that's option A right there. That's what I think is the most likely scenario. I think they're just genuinely backpedaling now, telling them, yo, say that shit's fake, because if it's not, they're low-key screwed, and they messed up yet again, looking stupid yet again. They're actually a Looney Tunes company. And option B would be that, they, again, messed up. But this time, it would be that they messed up in the sense that they just got the date wrong. Like, for example, ReZero's not airing in January 2026, it's airing in April 2026. Regardless, though, they messed up and they got it wrong. Who could expect it at this point? Instead of ReZero getting a proper announcement for Season 4, we have gotten confirmation through the most random source I could possibly even imagine. But it being in January, on the other hand, does not really surprise me that much, considering, if you did not know, Season 3 and Season 4 of ReZero were really just supposed to be Season 3. Due to internal production issues and things we cannot fully grasp as just fans and without internal knowledge, it ended up getting split. As for Ice, the guy who is the most knowledgeable within the community, his take on them backpedaling is he's essentially leaving it up in the air and letting the fans decide, which I think is a silent nod to that, yes, this is in fact airing in January 2026. With all of that out of the way, you as an anime only, what can you expect from Season 4 of ReZero, aka Arc 6, aka this most hyped up arc within all of ReZero? I will tell you that ReZero is returning back to its roots with Arc 6, where Arc 5 was a lot more focused on fights and stuff like that. And if you don't know, by the way, Arc 5 is just Season 3. Arc 6 and Season 4 goes back to that original mystery element I could say ReZero had. There is a lot more mystery and a lot more lore about the ReZero world within this season, and a lot of your favorite theories will finally be able to start being crafted within this. Things that you may hear start to make a lot more sense. This arc is a lot more focused back again on our main character, Natsuki Subaru, and his internal conflicts like the stuff that we see within Season 1 of the anime. Furthermore, the setting of this, which if you do not know, I guess this is small spoilers, but not really since this is where it's all going to be taking place, is a place called the Pleiades Watchtower. So keep that in mind. This whole season will take place within a watchtower. So yeah, expect that. Expect a lot more mystery. The best I can compare it to is probably, arc 2 of the series, like the murder mysteries within the mansion, stuff like that. Just expect a lot more of the mystery element and expect a lot more lore. Which, in my opinion, is great because that is the ReZero that I'm interested in. That's the ReZero that makes it crafty. That's the ReZero that keeps me engaged. And on top of this, expect a lot of deaths in contrast to Arc 5. Without going into spoilers, this is going to be probably the most challenging and tumultuous arc Subaru has been in up until this point within the anime. Expect a lot from side characters such as Anastasia and Julius too. We get major focus on them within this arc and within this season, and they really do become some of the best characters within all of ReZero with the events that are going to take place within this season. And also, one more thing, depending on how much they adapt and where they adapt it to, expect major cliffhangers at the end of the season, as where this progresses into the next arc of ReZero is something completely different and something insane that most anime onlys are not ready for. So yeah, that's about what you can expect from Arc 6. Going back to the original topic, Crunchyroll sucks. They messed up with ReZero yet again. It's comical at this point. It's genuinely comical. I don't know how it is like so possible for an anime like of this stature to have such bad luck. Like ReZero might be one of the most cursed IPs out there. It starts airing in 2016. The studio behind it, White Fox, has no faith, tries to cut a lot of content that builds future stuff because they think that it is going to just be a single season, not do well. So they cut a lot of stuff, try to make it a conclusive story within season 1 within itself. It ends up being a smash hit because, I mean, ReZero's great. We all love it. So now they're backpedaling. They're like, oh shit, what do? We didn't expect that. Because of this, mixed with the fact that the anime adapted up to where the light novel literally was at that point when season 1 ended, we have to wait 4 whole years for a season 2 to come out. And the second a season 2 is going to come out, there hits COVID, which causes so many internal production issues, so many problems for the anime. It ended up having season 2 having some pretty wonky animation at time and look a little weird, and on top of this they attempt to adapt an extremely long arc being arc 4 into one singular season, which they do a decent job, but again, a lot of stuff is inevitably cut. Not to mention White Fox, the studio behind it, is literally like crumbling apart at the time, on top of this laying off many people and having a lot of internal issues. Again, we wait another 4 whole years for season 3 of the anime, in which yet again, White Fox is having internal issues, and on top of this, to the point where they have to literally split the core of the season between a season 3 and a season 4. And not only that, but they have to split season 3 and take a break in between. And mind you, with all of this going down, we have Crunchyroll having the most abhorrent, execution of product, with Yen Press, the light novel, also having the most horrible translations a man can witness. And then boom, finally, as things are looking great, looking stupendous, season 4 about to drop, no, Studio White Fox gets bought out by some publishing company that is rivals with Kadokawa, aka ReZero's publishing company, and this company states, hey, low-key, we're gonna focus on our IPs, you guys can do whatever. So now, after the airing of season 4, which the whole entire season 4 might be fine, but because production is not 100% done, the ending and the last bit of production for season 4 might be a bit cooked. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not. Knowing our luck, though, it is. We are going to have to inevitably look for a new anime studio. Either that, or Kadokawa is just gonna backshelf it for the time being, but I doubt they'll do that. But yeah, looking for a new anime studio, it's either we are going to find some mass production one that is not going to have the same amount of love that White Fox had for ReZero, or we are going to have to find a mid-tier studio, and worst case scenario, we get some like 7 Deadly Sins adaptation. So yeah, life as a ReZero fan, it's a bit hard, but I guess at least our show is getting animated. At least the web novel is peak right now. This is just more promotion for the web novel. Read it, or the light novel, although the translations are kind of mid, but yeah, read the web novel, read the light novel, just read the books. ReZero Season 4, airing January 2026. Make sure you check that out. And anyways, that is about the video for me today. Thank you guys for watching. I usually make more analytical content, so check that out if you want. I have a Reinhardt analysis coming out soon. And I want to do a video on the philosophy of ReZero, so make sure you check that out. Anyways, peace.